Hi everyone, it's Andre here from Narry Warren Boot Camps. What I want to do today is I want to show you a quick recipe for some almond cookies. Even though I've called them almond cookies, there's a couple other things in here aside from just almonds. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to run through the dry ingredients, and then there's only 2 wet ingredients, then combine it together for you and then show you the end product. So the first thing we're going to start with is LSA. Okay, so LSA is basically linseeds, sunflower seeds, and almonds, and it's all been ground up together, and it'll look something like a brown, coarse, very coarse flour. So that's the first ingredient. You want 1 cup of LSA. After the LSA, you want to also add in 1 teaspoon of your baking powder. So just 1 teaspoon of that. You want to sprinkle on maybe 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. What else do we have? You want to put a tiny sprinkle, just a pinch of some sort of salt. I'm going with a Himalayan crystal salt. And also you want to put in, when you're on a low carb diet, often you'll need to find an alternative to things such as honey or sugars or dates or anything like that, fruits. So I've got a jar of xylitol here. Xylitol is an alternative to sugar. Some people, compared the 2 alternatives to sugar that I suggest usually are stevia or xylitol. Stevia can have a bit of a funny aftertaste kick to it, whereas xylitol doesn't. So that's that, and there's one more dry ingredient, which is sesame seeds. So I put roughly about 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds into this mixture. So what it will look like is, I don't know if you can see, everything's just kind of in the bowl at the moment. Let me just do that. Everything's in the bowl at the moment, and you want to just mix those all together. Cool. So I put in, like I mentioned, I put in 2 tablespoons of the xylitol. That even may be a little bit too much. You want to just crush up any chunky bits that you get in here. That might be a little bit too much for some people. It just really depends on how sweet you want it. So just running through that again, 1 cup of LSA went in here, about 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds, 2 tablespoons of xylitol, a sprinkle, I didn't really measure out how much chia seeds I put in here, but let's say 2 tablespoons of chia seeds as well, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So that's all in there, all the chunks are gone, that's all mixed up. Whoop. So you can see that. And that's all been mixed up. So they're your dry ingredients. You want to mix your dry ingredients first before you mix up your wet ingredients. For wet ingredients, there's only 2. There's only 2 wet ingredients. So what you'll need is 1 teaspoon of ABC nut butter. So that's basically almonds, Brazil nuts, and cashews made into something like a peanut butter. But you can find this in most supermarkets. And then you want to mix in also a teaspoon of organic butter. Okay, so those are the 2 ingredients that you want to add inside a bowl, and you just want to mix that around. Mix the 2 together, and once they're mixed, you want to take all of that and add it into your dry ingredients. Once that's in there, mix it all up.
The boat shed is where I live it up all day. And magic mushrooms litter the walkway to a gum tree swing for the hot sun, where we fish off the dock with a shotgun and a BMX track out the back, not giving a shit with a pig on the spit. And you can bet your bottom dollar there's a bomb or 2. We got the backyard looking like doing dishes. We got an AK, shooting clay pigeons, and Ism on the decks banging grave diggers. And if the cops come and stop the beat, that's when I let a pack of ridgebacks off the leash.
Down by the river, I learn how to swim where the records play.
Okay everyone, so I cooked the cookies on 175 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, roughly, or until I kind of smelt them burning a little because I forgot about them in the oven. But it just so happened to be that that was exactly the right time to take them out. It was about 15 to 20 minutes. So when you take them out and they're fresh out of the oven, you might think that you've gotten something wrong because they can be pretty soft. Just let them sit, let them cool down, and when they do cool down, they'll look like this. So that's a cookie. They are a little bit fragile, so if you are going to put them into a container, make sure you don't kind of toss the container about because they can break up into smaller pieces. But just as like that, they should pretty much stay exactly how they are. And trust me, they taste bloody amazing. So that's it. That's how you make an almond cookie. Hope you had a pen and paper handy, or you can just watch the video again for the ingredients list and give it a go.
Macadon did it
Down by the river, I learn how to